End up with a whole I Am Legend situation.
Okay, Josh, what's popping with you?
What's up, man? Your maiden's here.
I know, I hear it.
Get this door, actually.
That's what I'm saying. If it was a 4 years in development, then that means you took the necessary time.
No, you're good. Just this little listener party thing, it's a work in progress, yeah. Well, we mute it in between. We mute it when we're listening to music. That way the music doesn't bleed through. I don't know, it's the whole thing, but we talk. No, you guys are fine. Live your life. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Sorry.
What's up, everybody?
What's happening, baby?
We out here.
Hey, man, shout out to Tell 'em I Do. You know what I'm saying? They sent some bottles through.
Oh, word?
12-year age joint right there. Yeah, they also distribute Hendrix gin too, so they sit through the Hendrix.
Wow, that's a come up.
And this Midsummer Solstice exclusive limited release. You know what I'm saying? So looking forward to that as well. Started salivating just talking about it.
Yeah, relax, bro.
To hear about to be toasted out
I'm
here.
finna be wasted this weekend. I'm showing up at the commercial shoot tomorrow like, we ain't want me to stand.
I hate to hear, man.
All time, guys.
What's up to everybody in comments? Lisa Smith, Studgy, Voljate, Jory, Ashley, Dietra, Mara, E. Danny Wright. What's going on? Janine.
You picked the easiest name to start with, huh?
Hey, man, the ones that was on my screen. Whitney is here. Lisa is here. Hippie is here. Jennifer Rivas was popping off. Jory, what's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in.
What's happening, everybody?
Hey, everybody. What's going on with that? Okay. All right, well, man, y'all about ready to get it popping off?
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it cracky.
So this is going to be probably one of the shorter days, guys, because we're doing this Black EP, 6-piece hot. There's only 6 tracks on here. Black is somebody that I never feel like I get enough of, and I think it's partly due to how he still has that mysterious vibe to him. Like, you still don't know a whole lot about him. He makes good music. He's from Atlanta. A lot of people still call him 6 Lack or 6 Black.
Shouts to 6 Lack.
Yeah.
His name, I ain't even want to say it. When I looked at it, I was like, I don't know what's happening here. I would just avoid saying it at all costs.
So, yeah, man, I'm super excited about it. Don't really know what to expect off of this project. He dropped one single, I think Float. He dropped that a couple days ago, but he kind of hinted that this was coming out, I think, last week. If you went to his website, he had gave, like, I guess, a certain amount of people previews to it, and then by the time I got there, it was like, it's already been expired or something like that. So looking forward to it, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I got nothing else. Josh, you got something?
2 of these joints already dropped. Previously, they were the lead into the release of this 6-piece. The ATL Freestyle being one of them, Float being the second one. ATL was first. I liked it the second time I heard it. The first time, I don't know what I was expecting. I just really came off a crazy wave with East Atlanta Love Story. And this one sounded different. But after Float came out, I kind of got the same feeling in the sense where, like, I didn't really understand East Atlanta Love Story until I heard it together. So once I heard those 2 records, at least, that came out not necessarily in the same order, I started hearing it differently and I started enjoying it a little bit more. Also, I liked his rollout with this. Just real quick, it seemed very well packaged. He went like with the 6-piece, like the wings and whatnot. But something that he sent out leading up to this project coming out, I think he mailed either, I don't know if it was necessarily specifically in East Atlanta. He was mailing out like fake lotto tickets, like little scratchers, and you were scratching them off. I saw this online. Obviously, I didn't get one. I'm not from East Atlanta. But you would scratch them off, and each one you would scratch would be the track list, and that's how he like revealed the track list. So I thought
Oh, dopeness. That's
Pretty
super
dope.
dope.
I
I
love
like that.
Green
That's
Day.
a dope rollout, man.
Yeah, man, big fan.
Okay.
I'm
Tony
a
Beck, you
fan.
got anything?
You say, do I have anything?
Yeah. Any thoughts, any predictions?
You know what? I never listened to this cat. I think I might have listened to some songs he's featured on because I've definitely seen the name,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't put anything to it. So I'm kind of coming in fresh, which is how I like to do it. I like for people to peep me hearing stuff for the first time.
I thought you were familiar with Black.
I like I said, I've seen the name. I'm sure I've heard him on stuff, but nothing is stuck yet
Okay.
to what songs I've heard him on, and like, you know.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, well, you know what? Let's just jump right into it, man. Let's just jump right into the first one. So you guys know, why is Kev on Studios stay in here?
My bad. I was using this computer
Okay,
to,
okay.
to
I thought
stream.
Kev
I
was-
switched it over. Is it still under Kev's? I literally just pushed it.
Oh no, maybe that was just what it was.
Yes, it is. Let me just close this out and then reopen
It's
the.
all good. It's all good. So
Tell Kev to get out of here, man.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
first track is called ATL Freestyle, man. We're gonna get jumping right on that one, and we're gonna get it started just like this. 3, 2, 1. So what's up? What say ye?
Good start. Solid start.
Yeah.
I
I'll
like
go with
how,
that.
yeah, I like how he's rapping a little bit, man. People forget Black can actually rap. He don't
Mhm.
just be singing. He was skating all over that. He was in that little pocket. Very melodic flows in the rhythm. I like it. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What you think, Tone?
I like it, man. It was a nice little vibe.
Wednesday playing at 3.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, it was a nice vibe. I was like, all right, man. I was grooving to it. Nice little throw that on, drive through the city, the countryside. You know what I mean? Nice riding through the city at night vibe too. And I like music that can take me in that space where you hit the city and you see the night lights going. I was like, all right, yeah, visuals. I got the visuals from the audio, so I liked it.
Okay. I feel like it was a good way to open up the project. It's kind of what we expected from him. A nice little harmony. He ain't doing too much, but he's doing enough to keep you engaged in it. And I'm all for that, man. I'm all for that. I thought it was a great way to open up the album. I didn't think it was super impressive in the terms of something new, but I think it was enough to like keep you engaged and want to see what the rest of it is about.
Yeah. He I don't know what he was talking about.
real.
Nobody ever really does.
But it was the vibe, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, man, I like the vibe. And I don't know if that's a testament to the production more than the actual bars themselves. But
I feel like that's where he gets by a lot. Tony, you brought up a good point. The production value of his music is usually pretty A1, and how his voice sounds on a track that pairs with that is also up there with he's usually got the sonics dialed in, but I see what you mean now with the idea of substance behind it. That might be something that might not necessarily be up there to match for that three-peat.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm giving it a strong 3.5. A solid, bold print 3.5.
All right, I can go with that.
Solid 3.5.
Yeah, I would actually probably give it the same thing. I would probably do the same thing with that. Give it about a 3.5 on that one. Yeah.
I agree. It's a good first one. I don't know if I'm gonna run it back immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's necessarily the standout track that might be in here.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go with to the next track. We got Long Nights. And I like this EP because it looks like right now he only has one feature on it, so we're getting all black, and I think that's dope when the artist gives us all of them. That means that they kind of had something to say. I wanted to get off their chest, so I'm looking forward to it. So let's go ahead and kick off Long Nights with 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm all in, bro. The second
Mhm.
track is arguably the most important, and he delivered, man.
Mhm.
Oh, with a
I'll
little
run that back. Yeah, that will definitely be one I run back in the car. I'm like, let me hear that one more time, man. That's one of the ones I could be like right at the crib, and like right before I get to the crib, the song is about to go off. I would run it back and bend a couple more corners just to let that one ride again.
Oh wow, this is
Yeah.
starting to sound like a late night little vibe, like a driving project.
Yeah,
I'm here for it, man.
yeah, I like it. I'm all for that.
I liked it, man. It was a dope vibe. I would sit there in the car and listen to that one. That's what I was saying in the group chat. I'm gonna give it a 4, man.
Man, hold on. Janine just gave this a 2.5, bro.
Janine, go home.
Janine Johnson, I'm sick of it. Okay, I am sick of it. You better cut it all the way out. You know good and well there wasn't no 2.5.
Janine don't like smoothness.
Janine acting like Doughboy.
Hilarious.
Just going against the grain for no reason whatsoever. I would give that one a smooth 4.
Yeah,
that was dope. I wish it was a little bit longer, unless we would have got like another 30 seconds out of it. I felt like it was a smooth like 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And I feel like we lost a good 15 between the talking in the beginning and the end. So
Yeah.
but I liked it. It was a good little vibe. It's definitely something easy to put on repeat. And you realize, damn, I done listened to this song 300 times already, and it's only been a couple hours. So I definitely like that. That one I rock with for sure.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna give this one a hard 4.
Okay.
Get some little echo. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna give it a hard 4. I would immediately run that back. I'm gonna put that one on immediately once I get in the car.
Okay.
I
feel that.
Hard 4 though.
Yeah. Okay then. Well, let's just jump right into the. Wait, Tony, you rated it, right? Did you rate it?
Yeah, I gave it a 4.
Okay, cool. Let's jump right into Float, this next track. We're gonna get it started in 3, 2, 1.
Another smooth joint.
Yeah, I agree. Someone had said it in here. Was it? I think it was Curly Renee. She was like, also all the tracks just don't sound the same, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of getting that vibe. And then here's the thing, like I feel like you could have like a chill album and still have a different song from track to track, but the way that Float kind of started right after Long Nights, and it felt like some of the melody just kind of meshed in with it. It did just sound like an extension of the second track. It sounded like an extension of Long Night. I'll be honest.
I feel that.
I feel that too. Like it didn't really differentiate too much. I was like, oh yeah, same kind of vibe. Merge that into one track, and you got a certified smooth banger.
I still like Long Nights better than I liked Float though. Long
I did
Nights
too.
was more of a groovier jam for me. It was more funky for me. But Float wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't my favorite at all.
Yeah. Float, I mean, it's interesting because Float came out last week, I think, and I liked it. But after hearing Long Nights, if I had to pick which one I'm going to go back to, it's Long Nights. And
Absolutely.
I don't know, like I said, I don't know if that's because I've been playing Float already, but Float just kind of felt like it was just like kind of just music, if that makes sense. It wasn't necessarily anything that like stood out because Long Nights had some elements to it. It had the background vocals, it had the saxophone you heard. But if Float comes on, I'll probably let it play. I'm not going to skip it.
Yeah.
So for that, I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5.
I would give it a 3.
Fair.
Yeah.
I like this vibe though. This type of sound. But it is starting to kind of sound the same.
Yeah.
As you guys mentioned.
Yeah.
Even though it sounded the same, I still liked it.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to give it a 3.5 because it was just smooth. It just felt good, even though it was like it didn't really differentiate. It was still just like some dope music to have on in the background or in the car at night. So
Yeah.
give it a 3.5.
Okay, cool. That's solid. That's solid. All right, well, let's move on to the next one. This is the first track where we got a feature on that's listed. This is Know My Rights featuring Lil Baby. And I have to say, not a huge fan of Lil Baby. I do like some of the music, but I will say that the song he put out in the midst of everything going on was amazing. I like the song and I like the video. The title escapes me right now, but he's got a video for it. And that one was dope. It was solid. I smoked with that one. So let's go ahead and kick it off with Know My Rights with Lil Baby in 3, 2, 1.
Man, I was honestly nervous about that one because that beat was hard. That beat was fire. Black didn't do it justice.
Yeah, I think somebody in the comments just said, because I want to give them, oh, it was you, Josh. Should have been Lil Baby's verse and in Black on the Hook. I agree.
Here.
What's up, brother?
Here, man. It's a pineapple upside down cake, man.
Oh, gang, gang. I can't wait. Leave it there. I'll be there in an hour.
Okay, it was Angel made it for you, but this is to atone for the cake that I ate. There's a whole cake.
Listen, it better be whole when I get there, Kevin.
She made one for me too, so there's a whole one for you. What up, Tone, man? You been talking to them people, man? All right.
What you talking about?
Hey, man, take your slice, bro.
Hey, Josh, you can get some of mine if you want. I'm not going to eat that whole thing either, bro.
Nah, he gonna have some of mine. Nobody's touching yours.
Anybody else can touch it except for Kev. So that's the thing.
Sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, Josh, you were in the middle saying.
Oh, no. I was just saying that that's a song that I unfortunately would even just skip to Lil Baby's verse. I think it would have been fire if Lil Baby's verse happened, Black on the Hook before and after, and call it a day. Unfortunately, because I feel like I said, I feel like Black didn't really give it justice. But it was gonna be like a soft 3, maybe a 2.5. But Lil Baby came in with the fire. I'm gonna give that one a 3.5 because that song sounded different enough to where I would go to it, but I might have to fast forward a little bit, just like the way I used to do with some of Kanye West features back in the day, old Kanye.
I can see that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really enjoyed it, man. I feel like Black does that really well, complimenting a rapper or getting the rapper to compliment one of his songs. He did it very well with JID, and this song was no different for me. I really liked Lil Baby's flow on there. He was going crazy all over that track, man. And the more I listen to him, the more I become a fan of him and his music. So I'm super glad that they got to link up on this project right here. And just off of reading the title, I didn't realize that this might have been his song for, the shout out to activism. And I feel like that's what this was right here. And Lil Baby coming off of that, his last single, I think just did it justice. I think he still had that same energy. And yeah, it was great. I liked it. I gave it a 4.
I'm gonna give it like a 3. It was dope. It was smooth again, but it was just like, man, it kind of sounded, everything's blending together, man. Lil Baby's verse was dope. But it was just like, all right, this is on, this is playing, this is smooth. But it wasn't anything that makes me want to run it back.
Yeah.
Even the guest star verse, I'm like, yo, that was good. But I'm not like, yo, I'm gonna run that back later on. I'm just be like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
I would definitely give it. What just happened? I was just on low battery already, and I just charged this joint, man. Anyway, yeah, I hate it, Josh. You know what I'm saying? It's an outdated iPod, first of all. You know what I mean? Like, that's first and foremost. But I ain't spending no new money on it just for this right now. Not yet. We ain't marketed it enough for me to start investing money like that. So it's just y'all just gonna have to deal with that low battery. It don't matter anyway. I only got two songs left anyway. I thought this one was different enough because of the 808 though. I heard that 808 and it was slapping a little harder than the previous songs that I feel like we had heard.
I agree. I agree.
Wait, did Tone just spaz out? Is he already listened to the music?
Nah.
Did you? I was talking to you when I just said that.
Oh, when you said what?
I feel like
this man, old man.
I said I feel like this one was different enough because it had that 808 on this one. Like the drum kick was like way harder than on this track than we've heard in the previous 3 tracks. That's why I was like, this one kind of stood out because of that. The 808 was completely different on that one.
Okay. It still was just like, it still fell within the flow of the previous tracks, though. They amped it up a little bit with that, but and like I said, the Baby verse. I'm sick of the name Baby in rap names, but it call me old if you want, but it's a lot of them.
It is. It is.
Yeah, it
And
is.
it feel like a lot of them came out at the same time. Like Lil Baby and Da Baby came out not too long after each other. I started picking up that steam right around the same time each other did it. So, but I mean, I get it. I get it. Well, let's just jump right into the next track. We got Elephant in the Room, and we're gonna get that joint started in 3, 2, 1. What we thinking?
It was cool. I really loved how that beat came in, man. I did. I'm a sucker for that vocoder, that little talk box.
Mhm.
But I don't know, man. I feel like the way Black crafts his verses are sometimes kind of empty. Even though this song did make sense with the title. But I don't know. It was cool. I didn't love it though. I was waiting for something to happen and it never happened.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of 2.8s, 2.7s. Ash Pash gave it a 2.8. Isaiah Laurie gave it a 2.7. Yeah, people. I think Brian gave it a 2.5. Everybody's kind of like on that same vibe. I think Josh, which is crazy because like anytime people mention Black, everybody's like, "Oh man, I love Black, I love Black." But I think sometimes we think about just the highlights that we're familiar and fond of, not as a whole. Because on this one, I feel like everybody kind of keeping it between a 2 and a 3 for the most part. We got a couple 3.5s, but not a lot of 4s.
Yeah.
Not a lot of 4s. What
you
about
think,
you,
Tom?
Tom? What you think?
I love when the beat came in tough. I was like, oh, we got the. Now I see why it's called Elephant in the Room. It's standing out.
Yeah.
But then it was just like, all right, I feel like it didn't keep the momentum of that beginning. And just kind of settled into a groove. That was it. But the beginning, it was like the beginning of Belly. Like when Belly comes on as a movie, you like, oh, this is about to be woo. And then after that, it was like, all right.
That's funny.
And we all know how Belly was. But still, I like the beat.
Yeah.
But it just didn't really do anything once we got past that beginning. So I'm gonna give it a 3, but the way it kicked off, it really stood out the gate. But then it kind of fell into like monotony after that.
Yeah, I would give it a solid 3 too, Tone. I ain't gonna even hold you. I feel like it is, and it's crazy because we all agree that the beat was amazing. I just feel like it was kind of what he added to it was kind of underwhelming for the beat. I was listening to some of the words though. He's like, "Don't make me hurt you," like by telling you the truth. And I was like, "Damn, I get that." You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ask me. I really hear that truth. But I don't know. I just felt like it was kind of a mismatch of the content and the beat. And I don't know if that's like just the dialogue or the way it was delivered, but it was it's just a 3 for me. Thus far, outside of Lonely Nights, I haven't heard a track that I was like, man, I really would enjoy hearing that again right now. So
yeah, I'm a match y'all with the 3, just because if I play this back all the way through and this comes on, depending on if I'm driving or something, this might be a beat that I could just ride out to.
Yeah.
But definitely not a standout for me that I'm gonna go out of my way to click. This is the first one I'm gonna play when I go back to it. So yeah, I'll meet y'all with the solid 3 because there was a lot of potential with this track. I feel like, but I feel like this even kind of backs up what we were saying earlier on like the beat selections up here, how we sound sometimes is up here, but it's like there's something that's not.
Yeah, not really meshing. Yeah, man. All right, well, only one track left. This one's called Outside, and then we're gonna rate that, then rate the whole album, the whole EP overall. So let's jump right into this last track of the show, and it's called Outside, and we're getting it started in 3, 2, 1.
See, this is Sad Boy Black that I'm used to hearing. Like in his last album, this gave me that same vibe of his last outro.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of what I was expecting more of, to be honest with you. I enjoyed this because I feel like this is a song that he finally poured into.
Mm-hmm.
And the other ones were just kind of like some loose throwaways, maybe. That had a couple standouts, don't get me wrong. But I thought this one was okay, but this is definitely some Sad Boy vibes.
Oh yeah, it kind of sucked all the air out of me. Like I was like,
Yeah,
this is when it be like, because after going through that whole vibe, and then we ended on like kind of an upbeat song to go right to like damn near a ballad. It was just like, sheesh. It was that one was tough to like press through on the end. For me, I had to pull out the phone and start playing the game and get the energy back up because I was almost put on my slumber clothes. You understand me? I thought it was a good track. I just felt like it was a little ill placed, and I get like putting it at the end of the song, like to close out the album. But I felt like, I don't know, man. Like maybe that should have been for another project, or that should have been a Lucy. I just felt like it didn't really match the whole vibe of the album. Like that felt straight R&B, and this felt like everything else on the album kind of felt like rap R&B, but that one like really just felt like solely R&B, which I know is difficult for an artist like Black and an artist like Kid Cudi and artists like T-Pain, because they want to make real like R&B songs, but you also still are in the rap lane and too as well. So it's like, where do you put a song like that?
I call it a rap and B with a lot of artists nowadays. Rap and B. I was out of here, man. You know, it was on, and I was just like, all right, I'm out. I was out of here on that last.
Push play, tones that photo of that meme with the dude going like this, like. Maybe don't turn this shit off.
Yeah, I was just gone. I wasn't invested at all. This was probably my least favorite track on the album.
Mine too.
Yeah, so it was just like, all right, that's how we gonna end it, huh? Cool. It reminded me of the ending of No Country for Old Men when he was just talking about the dream he had, and it just went off, and I was just like, what? That's how I felt on that. To be the last track.
Yeah.
The most important tracks on the album for me are the first, second, and last. And
Janine Johnson gave it a -1.
Wow.
Janine Johnson.
She dropped the IOU in the suggestion box.
Janine Johnson is
She's hilarious.
Damn.
I would get, you know, it's like I don't ever think this one was a 2 for me, man. It's no getting around it. I just wasn't a fan of it. Yeah, it's no explanation needed. Like I'm not gonna sit up and explain why I didn't like it. I just didn't think it went well with the project, and wasn't feeling it at the time. So that's a smooth 2 for your boy.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give this one a 2.5 because I don't see me pushing play on. It's good to hear once, and you're like, okay, it's there. I know that's there, but especially coming out of these previous 5, there's a lot more to choose from that I may enjoy playing again. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know LA did backgrounds on the ATM Freestyle. That's kind of cool. But yeah, you know, it's like I said, it's same with that outro. Sad Boy Black, he definitely gets his emo side out on a couple records, and this happened to be that one for this EP. And like you said, it didn't really necessarily feel like it gelled for this kind of loose project to be put out the way it did. But you know,
what you got, Tom? What you gonna give it?
I'm giving it a soft 2. Not maybe like a solid 2, but a 2 nonetheless. It was just, I feel like this, man. If you come with a project that's 6 tracks deep, they gotta be
fired. It should be fired.
Yeah, everything should be on and cracking. Everything. Short and sweet should be Just 6 backhands to the face.
Yo, Ash Press, this is the track you delete from library after you downloading the EP.
Man,
I don't think so. I don't think necessarily. It's not a bad track. It's just it fits somewhere else, like you guys are saying.
Yo, that's when you really don't want to hear it when you delete it from the
Yo,
library
wild.
Yo, that's
and the
disrespect.
device.
Yo,
Like,
wild.
yeah, this was actually a 5-track project.
And again, like, you know, maybe if I run it through, it wasn't horrible. It was just, I'm just rating it that because there was no real standout for me.
Yeah, when you got, like you said, when you have an EP, you only have, 6 to 7 tracks. I think what Katori did was great. You maximize your best projects. That's what's going to give you the elevation. And not that Black is hurting for elevation. Like, I think enough people are familiar with his work and know what he's capable of doing on the track. But I feel like for something like this, for that rollout that it had, I was expecting a little bit more than what we got. Is what
But that also goes to show you could have bread behind a project, have a fire rollout, fire Sonics, and it still doesn't have to be, or it still may not be the most fire drop of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But another thing I did like about it is that was one of the 2 tracks where I kind of heard a reflection of the time. Talking about outside, and then Float talked about everything's burning outside. So for the sake of like, not necessarily time sensitive music, but like art that's reflective of a current feeling or what's going on outside. No pun, but I feel like I would give him the benefit of the doubt that he was able to at least craft that and put it out now to where it doesn't feel like, okay, like, oh, that's how some people might be feeling at the crib.
Yeah. Somebody says 6 lackluster tracks.
Wow.
Damn, let's go.
Cold pieces, man.
Oh,
Yo, they be in this chat going crazy, man. Jeez Louise.
I'm glad they're having a great time in there, though.
Hey, man, they're having a good time. Everybody's just having a good time. We out here. Overall, give the album 3.2. I honestly thought this was going to come out the gate swinging and be a 4.5 for this whole project, man. And I had high hopes for it. Second track, I'm like, okay, we straight. This is going to be, we straight. And I was just like.
But that's also interesting because Black also in his last album, if I remember, he had like this sequence of like 4 or 5 records between, it was probably like starting from like the 3rd to like the 6th one. They were just like smacking you back to back.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's what these first 3, maybe 4 were. And then after that, it's like, all right, these are on here. I don't know, So I'm also leaning more towards a soft 3. Just because, like, I will go back and listen to 50% of these records, 2 of which were already out before last night. So, yeah, man. Actually, no, 4. I'm listening to 4 of these records because Know My Rights was all right. But even then, I like half of that record.
Yeah,
I'm torn.
I'm giving it a soft 3 for the final score.
Mm-hmm.
Soft 3, man. Flaccid, as Josh say, 3.
Flaccid 3.
Flaccid 3. Yeah, man. I don't think I'll be coming back to the project because I honestly I might forget. I might just forget about it.
Yeah,
I feel that.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna play that Alfredo today. I'm gonna play that Alfredo, and I probably would go back and at some point listen to what's the young lady's name? Not Khaleesi. I almost called her Khaleesi.
Kalani?
Kalani.
That's man.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna listen to that old Khaleesi girl. What's her name?
The Fire Dragon, the Dragon Queen. Go listen to her. The Dragons. Kalani. That joint was. I really like that Kalani, bro. Like it was still a solid piece.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna go.
I've been listening. Oh, my bad.
I was gonna say Knowledge dropped 2 projects last night too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he dropped 2 projects last night. One's like 10,000 proof, and then I forgot what the other one's titled, but yeah, I'm gonna go back and not go back, but actually listen to those as well as Nick Grant. Yeah, 10,000 proof and Coco are the projects dropped by Knowledge, and Nick Grant dropped the project. It's called God Bless the Child.
For sure.
August Alsina dropped something too, but it had 27 tracks.
Ain't nobody got time for August Alsina 27 records, bro. August Alsina. No one's looking for 27 records from you, bro.
It's a lot.
Does that include like sketches and interludes? Because sometimes it'd be the case.
Right now, I don't see anything that says interludes, Tony. I see 27 tracks.
There's no way. This is like, they have to be short. Like, why are we doing this?
I mean, 27 can also indicate for me that bro's just trying to fulfill his deal and get out of it. Because I think he signed a Def Jam, but it hasn't been a good situation for him. That's why unfortunately, he kind of like came and went. But
these are regular length songs, like 3.
Yeah. So sometimes they got like a amount of tracks or like a duration of an album to like count towards 1.5 or something like that. I don't know specifically, but he's probably just trying to check some boxes and keep it moving, bro. 27 is excessive. You might be looking for 20 plus from Chris Brown, but you're not looking for 20 plus.
Nobody's looking for that with Chris Brown either, man.
I said might. I said might. I'm not.
And that Heartbreaks and Full Moons, that one was what 40?
Chris Brown be tripping on the tracks, man. We get it, man. You're trying to just be still out here because you beat women. But cut down on the tracks.
No one's got time for this, man. You gotta sit.
Man, we got lives.
Look at this.
We got stuff going on.
Currency dropped another album on Monday. 10 tracks. 10 tracks on the album.
10 piece.
That's all you need,
10
man.
piece.
10 to 13. That's the sweet spot.
It's perfect. And this got 10 tracks and it's only 29 minutes. It's perfect, right? That's basically 3 minutes per track.
Some of the best albums of all time to me are short. Thriller, like 9 tracks. Anita Baker's Rapture, like 9 tracks. Illmatic, 10 tracks, 1 interlude, so that's 9 tracks.
Yep.
That's all we need. I've been listening to Styles P heavy lately.
It just came out? I saw you talk about it in the chat. I'm gonna grab it right now.
I've been listening to that heavy, man.
Telling the homies did the interludes, the Garfield joint, It's the Real. Those are the guys that do that movie review show with the Locks.
Oh wow. Okay.
I gotta introduce you.
They were telling me to check that out. I'm gonna check it out.
All right, I just downloaded Tone.
Yeah, I've been listening to that. I keep coming back to it.
It's good.
Yeah.
Anybody else? If y'all are listening right now, throw some projects in here in the chat, and we'll check those out as well. Because we love finding new music and getting in on that. So if y'all listening to something you want us to check out, or you think we should check out, let us know about that one too.
Oh, I want to give a shout out to Tiana Taylor's "Come Back to Me" song. Her "Come Back to Me" song, is featuring Rick Ross. Incredible.
That was good.
I love the track with her and Badu. The track with her and Badu was phenomenal to me.
Yeah, her album runs long.
It does.
There's some gems on there.
Yeah. Tiana has been consistent with her projects though.
Yeah, I just feel bad. Her last release got caught in the Ye crossfire.
It did. Tiana Taylor is slept on musically. Yeah. I feel like her look gets more shine in her music, and I don't think it's fair because musically, she be making some nice joints, man.
I think people respect where she's at with it. I think that she may need to move ships so she can shine on her own. I think that she could get overshined by some of her label mates because mostly everyone outside of John Legend is a rapper. But I think that they recognize how dope she is. Like Tiana could embody the singing of Beyonce and the dancing of Ciara. She's a powerhouse, bro. Like she's a real powerhouse. So I want
I want to say this too. Her husband, NBA players are notorious for not being able to rap outside of Damian Lillard, but Iman Shumpert can rap.
Really?
He has a feature. He has a feature on the album with Tiana on track number 3, and he has a song called "I'm Black."
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Word.
Wow.
Okay. All right. I see. Yeah, I'm waiting on Reason to drop his new project too, Valerie. I really like Reason.
Reason should be coming soon.
Yeah, because he dropped a couple Lucy's too. And
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Reason, bro. I like what he's doing. I like his flow and everything. Giveon, I have listened to Giveon Valerie. I like his project. And somebody said Starlito SK. I'm a fan of Starlito as well, so I'm right there with you. You go? All right, cool. Yeah, man. All right, CC. Is that it? You're right, Latrell. Maybe not Beyonce, but Tiana can sing. It ain't forced as some other people be doing. Like, you're not gonna put her in the same boat as like Shanti though. You're not gonna give her that. She can really sing. What is it? I don't know. I'm waiting on that Isaiah Rashad as well. That new Wale album, I wasn't wild about that. I listened to it once and I was just like, I probably won't go back to that. So I'm gonna be honest.
I heard Sid from the internet was working with Beyonce on her new album. So that could be some sonically crazy fusion.
Yeah, I would like to do that. I like to do that for sure. Larry June, I'm familiar and I'm hip to Larry June already. Yeah, I think that. Listen, guys, we would love to go longer, but unfortunately, Tony and I both have to do a fitting for a project tomorrow. So we're about to get up. Thank you guys so much for watching. And we will see you next week on another episode of Best Silent Listening Party. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace.